Episode? The reason? He said I looked too rustic and wasn't worthy of him. He claimed that as a future department head, he couldn't be involved with someone as ordinary as me. That bastard even said it to his friends. Well, at least nothing serious happened between you two. If it had, I don't know how you'd survive it. That kind of person isn't worth your tears. Did you tell him about your family? No, not yet. No one expected things to turn out like this. But maybe, if he had known about my family, maybe he wouldn't have broken up with me. Maybe, but at least now you see his true face. Better to find out sooner than later. Now you know how he really felt about you. Yeah, I should let it go. What should I do now? I'm going back home. My parents have been asking me to return anyway. Then let's go together. Tomorrow, come with me to this place. I need your advice to reinvent myself. Okay, with a professional like me, you're gonna shine. Thank you. You're such a good friend. I'm really happy with your decision. You have to look drop-dead gorgeous to make that jerk regret everything. She laughed at her friend's fiery but endearing words. Deep down, she felt haunted by her own foolish daydreams. She remembered the early days when he was just starting his career, how proud she was of his efforts to build a future for both of them. At one point, she thought she was lucky to have him, believing in his promises and sweet words. I still can't believe it, she murmured. Come on, I'm here with you. That jerk's going to eat his heart out, trust me. Lai pulled her in for a hug, comforting her like a child. Yes, she had to be strong. She had to become beautiful and successful, not for him, but for herself. Tears wouldn't bring back love. Tears wouldn't return the man she once cared for. It was over now. It's done, she said, wiping her tears. Let's get ready. You sure you're okay? Lai asked. I'm fine, really? She smiled and nodded. All right, I'll call the driver now. Thanks for everything. You want to thank me? Treat me to a meal sometime. Deal. Outside their apartment, a brand new Ferrari was parked. As they stepped out, the driver greeted them cheerfully. Good morning, ladies. Looking beautiful as always. Too kind, sir, Lai replied. Let me get your bags. Thank you, they said in unison. The drive home was filled with laughter. When they arrived, she quickly grabbed her suitcase and waved goodbye. As she looked at her beloved home, a smile formed on her lips. About 30 seconds later, Aunt Sao ran to the door and hugged her tightly. I missed you so much. I'm back now. Come in quick. The master and mistress are inside. I'll go prepare their lunch. Aunt Sao had been working for her family for over 20 years. She had practically raised her, and the love between them was genuine. Before she even stepped through the front door, she shouted, Mom! Dad! I'm home! Her parents, surprised to hear her voice, paused. Was that our daughter? Why is she back now? Let's go check. When her mother saw her, she opened her arms wide, and she ran into them. So I missed you both so much. She hugged her mom, then ran to her dad and gave him a kiss on the cheek. Our daughter is finally home. Let me look at you. You've grown even more beautiful. I'm still the same, Mom? No, you're glowing. I just missed home and your cooking. So you've decided to stay? Yes, I'm moving back home. Really? Of course. You think you'll raise me forever? They all laughed. Later, after dinner, they watched TV together for the first time in a long while. Sweetheart, her father said, are you free tomorrow evening? Yes, Dad. Why? There's a party. I'd like you to come with me. Why not go with Mom? She has a big contract meeting. I want you there instead. Okay, I'll come. That whole day, she carefully prepared everything. Her outfit, her makeup, determined to look her best. Although she was the daughter of a wealthy and prestigious family, she had never attended a high society party before. Her father was the CEO of one of the top construction firms, and her mother was a renowned interior designer. As the only child, the fortune she stood to inherit, she had always been strictly protected by her parents, barely ever appearing in the media. The only things the press knew about her were her name and age. To reporters, the beloved daughter of the TH Corporation was still a mystery. For tonight's party, she chose a white strapless gown adorned with sparkling crystals. A professional makeup artist had done her makeup to perfection. Her hair was styled in an elegant updo, with a few curled strands falling delicately around her face. When she emerged from the room, everyone inside was left speechless by her natural beauty. She was simply stunning. Even she couldn't help but gasp when she looked at herself in the mirror. Wearing high heels, she confidently descended the stairs. Her parents beamed with pride upon seeing their beautiful daughter, showering her with compliments. She said goodbye to her mother, then took her father's arm and headed out to the car. The car stopped in front of an upscale restaurant. The driver opened the door for them. As she stepped out, she noticed the party was packed with guests. Clearly, the host was someone of significant influence in the business world. Arm in arm with her father, she walked in. The moment they entered, all eyes turned to her. Everyone recognized her father, Trun Hung, the famous and wealthy businessman behind the TH Corporation. But what really surprised the crowd was the stunning girl at his side. Whispers of admiration rippled through the room. Young men stared at her in awe, while many young women looked on with jealousy. Her father led her toward a man who looked to be in his 50s. He looked familiar, but before she could place him, her father greeted him. "My old friend, it's been too long." The man turned at the sound of his voice and smiled brightly. He walked over and embraced her father. "Thank you for coming to my company's anniversary celebration." "Of course, I wouldn't miss it." Then the man looked at her and asked, "This beautiful young lady, is she Lin?" "My, she's grown into a stunning woman." Lin stepped forward politely. "Hello, Uncle Tuan." "Hello, my dear. You're beautiful. Too kind, really." After the greeting, she turned to her father with a questioning look. Who was this Uncle Tuan? Understanding her silent question, her father explained slowly. "Lin, don't you remember Uncle Tuan used to live next door to us? You used to insist on going over to his house all the time. His whole family moved overseas years ago, but they just returned recently." "Oh," she exclaimed, eyes lighting up. "I remember now. Uncle Tuan is Aunt Hua's husband, right? No wonder you looked so familiar." Uncle Tuan laughed heartily when she finally recognized him, but his sudden laughter left her puzzled. "Did I say something wrong, Uncle?" No, it's just, you only remember me and your aunt?" He leaned in with a teasing smile. "There's someone else very important you've forgotten." She looked more confused. "Someone else?" Seeing his daughter struggling to remember, her father gently added, "Do you remember Uncle Tuan's son?" Her face slowly froze. After a moment of silence, her eyes widened. Her expression twisted awkwardly. I forgot." "Did you really forget?" Uncle Tuan asked, watching her face pale. "Well, don't worry. I won't tease you anymore. He'll be here soon, and I'll introduce you." "What? He's coming?" Her voice trembled as her face turned even paler. Noticing his daughter's unease, her father gently reassured her. "What's wrong, sweetheart? That was a long time ago. He's a grown man now. He won't tease you like he used to." "But I'm scared." "It's okay. Your dad and Uncle Tuan are here. Don't worry." "Yes." A nervous look appeared on her beautiful face. Memories from her childhood came rushing back when she was just a little girl.